Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head men's lacrosse coach of the Hofstra Pride, Seth Tierney. And Coach, a tough one on Saturday against the 9th-ranked Buckeyes of Ohio State. Looking at the film on Sunday, what did you see?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got off to a tough start again, 2 weeks in a row, and kind of put us in a hole. Really proud of the way the guys fought back, made it 4-4. Actually took the team through the thought process of what the coaches thought and what we did. So when it was 4-0, we had to use a timeout to kind of stop the run, and then we got it to 4-4. And as I explained to the guys, Keegan Santos picks up a huge ground ball for us, and he's being checked near the sideline. And it was about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. In the second quarter, and I had to use that second timeout. So the thought was, let's call a timeout. Let's see if we can get it to 5 for us and start to get the little momentum wind behind us. And out of timeouts, they go on a run, and before you knew it, it was 9-4 them. And then that led into halftime, and then we didn't get it to go our way in the third quarter, and then put up a couple goals at the end there. But listen, they're a really good team, and listen, we're more positive than people would think, right? We were in a situation where everybody knows we're very young. We've got a couple of key people that are injured, and we're playing a pretty tough schedule. Let's not throw that out the window. Ohio State, Georgetown, Villanova, Lehigh. These are all teams that are in the top 20 as we go forward. And so are we one goal away from being 3-3? And is that a good spot for this team? Maybe at this point in time, as we're reteaching and recoaching and re-going through everything. And these are all experiences. And it doesn't get any easier. St. John's is one heck of a lacrosse team, and they're putting the ball in the goal. And I know they're very well coached by Jason Miller. And it's an island pride thing, and so it'll be a battle tomorrow night. And then I know you're going to bring up Providence at the end of the week, and listen, it's always a battle with them. So, but right now it's one game at a time. We've cut it down to almost even one quarter at a time, and let's just play really as best we can in the first quarter of St. John's, and then let's see where that takes us versus digging out.
Following the 5-goal run at the end of the first half by Ohio State, they go on another 4-goal run. What can you do to stop that when you have that young kind of team out there?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got to stay together. We had made a pact as a team and as a staff that we're going to approach this year differently, with good reason. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of new faces. We're going to get to know each other, and we need to build some chemistry and some culture, and that's still in that process. So what we're going through now will reap the benefits later on, but we got to continue to build. And listen, the coaches, the players, nobody wants to lose 4 games in a row. I mean, it's silly. But what we're doing is, we're getting some experience from youth. We're trying to heal some injuries that are unfortunate, and we're also challenged by some teams that are pretty good.
Yeah, you got 4 top 20 teams already on the schedule.
Yep.
And you got a couple more coming up down the road.
Sure.
But you got some freshmen who are showing. Whit Stopak is showing
Whit
great signs.
Matt Elder, Sterling Audrey, and listen, I think that people look at his birth certificate, but Riley Forte is a freshman out there, and he put a goal up on the board and had a couple of pretty good shots on man up, and he's coming off a double ACL and hasn't played a game in 2 years. So that was his 5th or 6th lacrosse game, that he's played here. So again, I people that know. Zero excuses. We know what our job is, and we're going to continue to focus on it. And again, love the guys, and let's just get back to work. And excited to play more games, regardless of outcome. It gives us the experience that we need.
The Red Storm of St. John's, if I remember correctly, they had a win over High Point early in the year.
They did.
And High Point is having a hell of a season this
They
year.
are. These guys, they can put the ball in the goal. They play a Jason Miller style of defense They are a scrappy team. And again, the Hofstra St. John's game has always been a game the last couple of years. You know, we had lost to them by 1 last year, and it was, you know,
Beat them by a couple.
beat them a couple the year before,
And
and
then
then
won by
back and
one
forth.
again.
Right, yeah. So it's just one of those. These games take on a you know, a little bit of a name or a story of itself.
Yep.
And tomorrow night should not be any different. You know, we're coming off a couple losses. They're coming off a tough loss to Siena, who did a good job against them and played some zone. So we're, you know, it'll be another hard-fought lacrosse game tomorrow night here.
Well, good luck. Hofstra and St. John's Tuesday night at James M. Shuard Stadium, 7 o'clock. And don't forget Hofstra and Providence at Shuard Stadium on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And good luck in both games.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.